Hello, Belinda, my beautiful would-be daughter-in-law. How are you getting along with the wedding plans? I hope it's not that stressful. You know, back in my day, the entire female populace of a family would be fully involved in all the wedding plans, especially the mother-in-law-to-be. It's what makes the event memorable, you know. But things have changed now, obviously. In a bad way. Oh, can you not see my texts? Talk to me, Belinda.
Oh, hey, Sarah. So sorry I took a minute there. I had to be sure my eyes weren't playing tricks on me. Since when am I your beautiful daughter-in-law? We both know you loathe me, so why the pretense?
Oh, come on, Belinda. You don't have to be so childish about everything all the time. Besides, I'd have to do it eventually, right? Since my stupid son won't budge, I have to accept his ugly fiancé.
I don't need your pity parade right now, Sarah. I'm way too busy getting ready for my wedding.
Oh, don't call it pity. I'd say it's more of… how do I put this nicely? Oh, yes. Making light of an already horrible situation.
Huh?
If it were up to me, I'd have had Dre dump your ugly ass the very night he proposed marriage to you. But he just wouldn't see reason. Can you imagine that my only son threatened to go no contact and elope with you? You! I'd have understood better if you were some beauty goddess daughter of a moneybag, but no! He chose some wretched cobbler's ugly kid.
It's really not my fault that you view things from such an obnoxious and barbaric angle. Those things, class and candor, have never mattered when it comes to love. It's a totally different ballgame on this end. But how would you know that? You don't even have an atom of love in you.
Oh, you little… I don't even know how Dre fell in love with a classless nitwit like you.
Ultimately, the heart wants what it wants. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right?
Excuse me. I have perfectly good eyes, and OMG, I've never beheld more horror in all my years combined as in 1 second just looking at you. Gosh, I thought Dre had better taste. I even made sure his name was classy, but boy was I wrong. He clearly needs more training in the lady-picking department. Belinda, what sort of basic nomenclature is that? How will it even sound beside his name?
Well, there's not much you can do about it at this point. Our wedding is in a week.
Exactly my point. That's why I said I have to learn to accept you. You might need a little polishing here and there afterward, though. But that can't be so much of a nightmare now, can it?
I guess not. Even though I don't really think I need it.
As a matter of fact, I'm in the dress shop right now.
Dress shop? Why?
A little birdie told me something horrible happened to that hideous piece of rag you wanted to wear for the wedding.
Somehow I knew you had a hand in that ruin. You burnt my wedding dress.
I had to, okay? Geez, for real, though. Orange for a wedding? Who even does that? Ew.
That was my grandmother's wedding dress, Sarah. It has been passed down from mother to child for years now. I should have been next to wear that dress, but you've ruined everything now.
You should be thanking me, Belinda. That dress is extremely old-fashioned and out of tune with the Raven times. How was I going to bring my business associates and my beautiful daughters to a wedding party where the bride is wearing an orange wedding dress? Burnt orange, for that matter. I had to stop by the dress shop and pick up a befitting wedding dress for you.
I really do not need your help with this, Sarah. You've done enough as it is. Just stay out of my business.
On top of all your bad and ugly traits, you're also ungrateful. I can't even deal with this any longer.
That's fine by me because I was going to uninvite you from the wedding anyway. The fact that you burnt my dress alone is a sign of bad luck. Having you at the wedding will be like intentionally smearing an entire serving of sour luck on my marriage. I don't want to see you anywhere near the wedding venue.
Not if Dre has anything to say about it.
I think we've reached a common ground on this one. None of us want you at our wedding. Stay out! What? So you guys really kicked me off your invite list.
Mom?
Don't call me your mother when you will not stand up for me or regard me as you should, Dre. Why on earth did I receive an email saying I was no longer invited to the wedding? What does it mean for my reservation to be cancelled? And who on earth is Marahi Ventures?
Marahi is our event planner.
Wait, you also did not use the planner I picked out for the wedding? What is wrong with you?
Belinda was really uncomfortable having anything to do with you as regards to our wedding. And it is her big day, of course, so I had to give in to her demands. The email you received simply means all arrangements previously made to host you have either been totally cancelled or given to someone else.
And you are in support of this?
I can't say much about your actions recently. You keep trying to frustrate Belinda and make her lose her mind. She endured all your taunts and rants for this long because I begged her to. I tried to convince her that things would get better after the wedding, but you placed the final straw on the camel's back when you intentionally burnt her wedding dress. At that point, I had to support her. You do not deserve to be at our wedding.
I did not intentionally burn it. It was a mistake.
Really, Mom? That dress was a family heirloom. Her mother literally cried when she saw the severely burnt fabric.
Why would anyone want to wear orange on their wedding anyway? People are gonna talk. They'll laugh at and mock you. I did y'all a favor. The least you can be is grateful.
Oh, I blame myself. This is all my fault. I simply asked Belinda to bring the dress over to my place so that my designers can replace a few fallen beads and amend it to suit my bride. I should have known I had a praying tiger in my house.
Did you just call me a tiger?
Is that not what you are, Mom? All you want at all times is your own gratification. You never care how others feel about your actions.
Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done what I did, okay? I always thought I knew what I was doing. I just wanted to make a better life for you, son. However, I clearly suck at it. Is there anything I can do to make things better?
Yes, 2 things, even. First, call Belinda and apologize for what you did, and second, stay away from my wedding.
I thought you'd be a smart little boy and see reason with your mother, but since you've chosen to be stubborn, I'm giving you an ultimatum right now.
What ultimatum?
I've gotten a new, beautiful, classy bride for you.
Huh?
I need you to dump that stupid Belinda and marry the one I have chosen for you. Else, I don't ever want to see you anywhere around our home ever again.
What? I'm not going to do that. I love Belinda. She's the one I want to be with. Take it or leave it.
Oh, you are trying me, Dre. You're really pushing me to the wall right now. I'll deal with you. Both of you, you'll see.
At this point, I can kind of sense that you're about to do something really stupid. I might have to give the bouncers at the gate your picture so that they can stop you from coming into our wedding venue.
You wouldn't dare.
Watch me.
I can't believe I'm doing this right now, but I could have sworn I saw someone who looks like you right from my dressing room window. Only she's wearing all black, from head to toe, like a stealth ninja. That can't be you, I'm sure. Oh, but it is me. Do you think I wouldn't come to my only son's wedding simply because his silly wife commanded me not to? Especially not when you invited my husband and daughters. You don't want me to be lonely, do you? Just when I thought I'd seen it all from you, Sarah, you defied my wildest imaginations and stooped even lower. Don't talk to me like that. I'm your husband's mother. I thought Dre gave your picture to security. How did they still let you in?
Oh, I simply found one weak one to tip. He let me in like the breeze.
That does not change the fact that neither I nor your son wants you here today. We are scared you will... No, we are sure you'll bring a lot of bad luck with all your antics. Even your presence alone induces sour fate. This is why I said Dre shouldn't marry you, Belinda. What's with all the mindless superstitions? Is that what your culture stipulates? It's the truth. You've caused me a lot of bad luck already, and now you show up at my wedding dressed in all black? crazy that makes me feel.
I just wanted to show you what real fashion looks like. Not that silly thing you wanted to wear.
Okay, I see, but why are you wearing my shoes?
Is that supposed to be an insult? How can I be wearing the shoes of a wretch? This is an expensive first-grade B. Lawson suede wedge, made for the highly placed of society. Not that you even know what that means.
Well, it might shock you to discover that I, in fact, do. You know how you called me the filthy daughter of a cobbler once before? Yes, that cobbler is B, or Brian Lawson, my father.
What? How is that possible? Dre only told me your family made shoes.
You should have known better if you made your research well rather than going around insulting people you don't know.
Whatever.
I get why you would want to come here, even though we expressly asked you not to. But what I do not understand is why you would wear all black. Everyone will clearly see that you were not invited because all the guests were specifically asked to wear gold.
I'm mourning.
Huh?
Today is the day my son dies. He's getting married to a classless nobody who will not bring him any good luck in life at all.
What? That's really disrespectful. How can you even say a thing like that?
I don't care how you feel about it. I am mourning my failure as a mother. I do not expect you to understand this, but the fact that after all I have invested in that silly boy, all he could repay me with was shame and a disgraceful marriage is disheartening. I am pained, but even in my pain I have decided to come around. The least I can do is watch his death take place.
I honestly do not like how you sound or the things you're saying. This is not a funeral. It's a wedding. I cannot have you ruining my big day. You need to leave right now.
I won't. This is my son's wedding, and I have the right to be here.
I'll get security to kick you out of here if you don't leave on your own accord.
You cannot chase me away, Belinda. You can't.
You know what? As a matter of fact, why don't you stay? You'll definitely get what's coming. But don't say I didn't warn you.
I am totally disappointed in you, Dre. Your wife uninvited me from the wedding list, and you said nothing. Today, she commanded me, your mother, to leave your wedding venue, and you said nothing. Now everyone is looking at me funny. They won't even touch or interact with me, and the caterers won't even serve me any food. Even your father would not talk to me. Still, you're not doing anything about it.
Excuse me, who is this, please?
Oh, will you stop that rubbish right now? I'm telling you that I'm confused and you're asking me who I am? I am your mother, Dre. I should be the spotlight of the day. Everyone should adore me, not treat me with disgust.
Today, I don't know who you are, Mrs. Whittaker.
Mrs. Whittaker? That was exactly what your father said. Why do I feel like I'm in a parallel universe right now? Everything feels so strange. I'm wearing the most expensive and aesthetically appealing dress in this hall. Everyone should be drooling over me. Why are you acting like you don't know me?
Because I don't. And I cannot control how people see or relate to you.
Take the mic this instant. Tell the people to stop looking at me funny. They've made me so uncomfortable that I had to hide in the bathroom to text you.
It's not my fault they're looking at you funny. You brought this upon yourself.
How?
Gosh, Miss Whittaker, you always claim to be so smart and so right all the time. Yet I have to spell even this out for you? You wore black to a wedding. How do you expect the people to react to you? With hugs and kisses?
I still don't understand.
In Belinda's culture, it is considered bad luck to wear black to a wedding, because this is supposed to be a celebration, and black symbolizes sorrow and mourning, especially of a woman who has just lost her husband.
What? Why didn't anyone tell me? You all wanted me to get embarrassed, didn't you?
We didn't even know you were coming. It's not our fault that you must always outdo everyone else. The least you could have done is follow the dress code, since you already knew what it was, but no! Sarah Whittaker must always do the most.
I didn't know! I
I just wanted to look dashing for my son's wedding.
Now I know that's a lie. I saw all the horrible texts you sent to my wife on her wedding day. And the crazy thing is, you're even wearing one of her shoes. How much lower can you stoop?
She told me that already. I get that she's rich. You both don't have to rub it in.
I guess you like her now that you know who she is, right? It's too late now.
I just wanted to prove a point, okay?
I get that you wanted to take all the shine away from her, and I'm glad it backfired quickly. And FYI, the color of your dress gets even worse if your husband is still alive. It is considered a declaration of your desire to have him lose his life.
OMG, is that why he refused to talk to me?
You just declared yourself a widow. That's very funny, actually. I don't think Dad will be laughing at all, though.
Oh, no, that's not what I intended to do.
Well, tell that to your husband.
Have you seen what you've caused? I knew you were nothing but bad luck. Are you happy now? I don't understand you, Sarah. I've been married to your son for 1 week now. We've been out of town on our honeymoon. You haven't once called to ask us how we are doing or how the honeymoon is going. And then out of nowhere you call to cause drama? See, Dre has been the sweetest and I've been extremely happy. Don't ruin it with your bad vibes. After everything that happened on your wedding day, my husband has refused to talk to me. He says he no longer wants anything to do with the woman who embarrassed him before his associates. Is that the problem? I'm not surprised that your ego would not let you apologize for what was a fatal misstep in my own eyes. That's not the problem. He served me divorce papers this morning. Now I'm gonna lose my family and husband, all because of you. He's not even going to pay alimony. I was not the one who advised you to withdraw the $500,000 you used in making an extravagant fool out of yourself at my wedding. It seems as though you really wanted him dead. $500K is nothing to my husband. He cannot divorce me just because of that. Go tell him that. Leave me alone to enjoy my own husband. Again, if you really ever paid attention to anything, you'd realize that his business has been suffering greatly for a while. Yet you still had the nerve to withdraw such a huge amount from his account without asking first. Well, you cannot leave me high and dry. If I must leave my marriage, then you must pay me the money you owe me. Oh, gosh. Must you be a handful every single day? How on earth am I owing you, please? The shoes. $100K out of the money went into buying a pair of shoes from your brand. You have to pay me. Jeez, Sarah. Please tell me if you paid the money into my account. You knew you were not the target market, yet you went to buy shoes from a brand above your class. I don't owe you anything, but my expert advice would be to sell it. You should make a good 80 to 90K as it's still relatively new. No! You must pay me! And I want the full amount, else I'll sue you.
Sue? I'd love to see you try, Mom.
Dre?
I just had to check what was keeping my princess busy, and I saw it was you.
My son, you will help Mommy now, won't you?
Stay away from all of us, Miss Sarah. We've had enough of your drama. You embarrassed us in front of Belinda's entire family. You saw it. Her family almost refused to collect the dowry because of your disrespectful behavior. Now you want to trouble us even more?
No, it's not like that, Dre. I just...
You don't have to explain anything. You must learn to endure the consequences of your actions. Divorcing Dad is one, and the fact that you will never again set sights on my wife and me, or even any of your grandchildren, is another.
Dre, you cannot do this to me!
Have a nice life.
Do you know what happened next? You guessed it. Sarah's life took a sharp turn for the worse after her ill-fated attempts at ruining Dre's wedding. Now, without any money or a place to stay, she had no option but to return to her parents' house in the countryside. She knew she would not have the commensurate luxury she was used to in her husband's house, but she was met with far worse. Her parents were now aged and frail, so she had to pick up menial jobs here and there to help support them in the absence of the usual allowance from their ex-in-laws. This, of course, was not something she was used to, so she struggled with the very idea of working. In the meantime, Dre and Belinda went on to build a harmonious life together. They started a family and had children, and their love only grew stronger. As the years passed, they inherited their parents' businesses and became highly successful, amassing wealth and prosperity. Sarah's downfall served as a stark contrast to her sons and daughter-in-law's thriving and fulfilling lives, highlighting the consequences of her relentless interference and negativity.